some sponges, and a few weird mushrooms.
Well then, have fun with them.
Will do.
Was that all for today?
Yeah, you can close everything down.
Excellent.
It's all closed and locked. How is that even possible?
I have no idea, but I agree with you. I'll go through all the protocols again. Maybe someone else opened it. Maybe Anthony went out to pick some flowers again.
The gate was closed. You can see it on the surveillance cam. She just went through.
Impossible.
Is that our ship? The one we crashed with?
Tony, we saw her again yesterday. At first on a security cam, and then we saw her in person. She somehow made the plants grow faster? They're already covering parts of the building outside.
We have to be careful, but we can't do anything but evacuate. She doesn't seem to be dangerous, even though we don't know how she's doing what she's doing. The ship will be here in 3 days.
Her return was scheduled for yesterday.
As if I didn't know that. What?
She said something.
And what did she say?
That's not important, but it's the way she sounded.
What did she sound like?
She sounded like Tessa.
Impossible. Your imagination is playing tricks on you, Joe.
You think? She's already doing things that should be impossible. So what does that change?
You're stressed, Joe. Tessa wants to and will save us. You know her. She won't kill us.
You're probably right. Sorry, I just had to tell someone. To say it out loud.
Don't worry, Joe. We'll get through this.
Hey, Mark, it's just like you said. The output is getting lower, and the impurities are getting stronger.
Shoot. Alright, thanks. The transport ship has already made contact and will be here soon. Please discuss with Anthony how we might extract the Definium. There must be a way.
Understood.
What is this mess? What happened up there?
That's just it, Mark. Like I said, everything's changed. And we're not just talking about moving around a chair or painting the walls. The console was moved to the other side. The corner was intact, and...
Who did this?
I don't know who she is, but it's got to be the one Fry told me about. She never even touched this stuff.
Doesn't work? Yeah, right. I mean, I came here yesterday to check. What the hell? There's a cog missing. What? Mark!
I hate this gate so much. I hate this whole station. A penny? If I find out who put a penny in here, am I the janitor at a primary school or something? There we go. All set to work.
What are you doing?
I'm just borrowing it. I have to attach something. I'll return it later.
A tension strap. Now I have 2 of them.
Hey, Fry, are you okay? What happened? Where's Brown?
That's a damn good question. I think the answer is everywhere. Wizard of Oz mission. Don't get me started. More like Baba Yaga the Witch.
What are you talking about?
She just showed up, man. At least I think it was a woman.
Watch your tone when you're talking to me. And what happened then?
She made him disappear. He was gone. I saw her stand on a cliff. A woman in a spacesuit. Kenneth approached her and she looked at him. Boom! One gesture of her hand and he was gone.
What do you mean, gone?
Gone as in turned to dust.
Are you drunk? Did this woman not see you?
No, I was hidden behind a hill. Then she started turning towards me. I jumped into the rover and drove off. I got beat up pretty bad, but I didn't care.
And you want me to believe this hogwash?
Yes, I know what I saw. I maybe don't know who it is, but that woman was wearing one of our suits.
Right. You're going to medical. Right now. Have them check out your head. And can you do it?
No idea. I can't find the problem. The power cells are empty, and I'm not going to drag them into the sun to charge them up.
The solar module has been wonky for a while now.
We're just going to have to make do with the other rover.
Keep trying. You have 2 hours. Otherwise, we'll take the other rover and set off in that.
Any ideas? Because I'm stumped.
Nope, the solar module is broken and we don't have a replacement. And the cables don't fit the hydrogen systems because nobody is able to decide on a standard for them yet. You know, the emergency generator by the drilling hole has a battery that it charges while it's running. That one might fit.
Mark would kill you.
Yeah, it would only last a couple of hours, but if they ever pick the rover up, well, at least they wouldn't have to push it.
I'll keep it in mind.
It's got power from the station, but just shows error messages when I start it. As much as I'd love to just cruise around the planet and clear my head, we have to find out what happened here and where everyone went.
I saw it with my own eyes, Tessa. She transformed the drill room in seconds while floating in the air.
I believe you.
We have to evacuate with the shuttle.
Where to? It's capable of flying through space, but is used for locomotion on the planet. It doesn't have enough power to get us all to any spaceport. And there are reasons why we are not on the other planets drilling for resources. They are barely habitable.
So should we just wait?
No. We go for double security. We will send out a distress signal for an evacuation. our best chance is that a ship will hear it and get us out of here. At the same time, we will examine the most promising accessible planet for a chance of survival. The scouts will come back. In case no other ship has arrived and the planet is habitable, we will evacuate on our own with the shuttle.
That is risky, especially for the scouts.
I am the best pilot. I will fly.
I thought so. I will accompany you.
What?
Joe, you can do this. Mark and I have been a team for many years and have the most experience of anyone here in exploring alien planets. I will not entrust this mission to anyone else in my place and put him or her in that kind of danger. You guys set the signal, get everything ready, and seal off the station until we return or you get picked up.
All right.
Good. I need a list of all the planets and the scientific assessment of their habitability and distance.
Understood. Okay, everyone ready? The emergency lockdown is about to be initiated.
Ready!
Very good. Here it goes.
Warning, emergency lockdown.
Damn it!
Damn it, they're broken. Can't I just replace this with one cogwheel? And a strap? Then I could just rebuild them all in the same way. I'll try that, but I need a cogwheel. You go over there. This over here. Malarkey. Yeah. No, not a G. And I didn't save. What a mess. Redoing all that work's gonna take hours.
Okay, you go there. You over here. Ow! Crap! Just leave me alone. Damn technology.
Doctor, I'd like to have a word with you about the commander. Who is he?
You know I can't tell you, Mr. Bishop. Doctor-patient confidentiality.
Well, it's my duty to ensure that everyone in this station survives. I won't be visiting for another year, so I need you to give me any and all relevant information.
You're making me break all the rules, and believe me when I say I am not happy. But I understand. Let me put it this way. He is feeling the pressure and thinks he can deal with everything. But his medical records say otherwise.
Insightful. And good to know. And our leading explorer?
Tessa is happy to throw herself into her work, rarely sleeps, and consistently delivers top results. I always advise her to take time to relax, but that just makes her laugh. Her examination results are always normal, so I don't have any authority for a medical intervention, but...
No buts. She is showing exactly the level of commitment I expect.
That doesn't surprise me. Damn it. One of the light capsules is broken. Could you get a new one?
Can do. Blacklight, correct?
Yes, obviously.
Sure. We've got lots of those in storage. Damn, the door's blocked again. It keeps happening during those test alarms. Did you finally report the issue?
Not yet. We've got more important things to report. You can fix it. Go to the console and into settings. There you can activate sleep mode and random mode. Then just press reset settings, then deactivate sleep mode and random mode again, and then press open door. It's pretty easy.
That's what you call easy?
Well then, let's have a look. No, the scans confirm the blood levels and all other tests, Joe. He's perfectly healthy. No abnormalities or substances in his blood. Nothing. And compared with the last routine examination, there are pretty much no differences. Not even showing signs of shock, which frankly doesn't surprise me. He's always been pretty hardened when it comes to things like this.
But he's been talking about some witch who just made his teammate vanish.
What? So why didn't they find a body?
He didn't say she killed him, but that he just vanished into thin air. And then he went back to the station immediately. And I thought you would tell me that he's just in over his head. Cabin fever, homesick, lack of oxygen, scurvy, psychological problems, sweaty feet. Anything that would be comprehensible.
Well, I'd need more time for a psychological examination, but physically, there are no indications of any issues.
No, we're always happy to see you, Mr. Bishop.
I don't want to keep you. You're doing an outstanding job, but there is some important news. In just about a year's time, you will be able to leave this planet. The yields have been decreasing, which has nothing to do with you, and the trade routes have shifted. All those involved will receive compensation and alternative positions, or other options and settlements, whatever they prefer.
What can I say? I will inform my staff.
I will be speaking to a few of your team members personally. Your husband, for instance. But apart from that, are there any grievances you have to report?
Well, we're missing a team. They should have gotten back yesterday, but there was a storm in that sector, so we're not too worried yet. The second rover and a team is ready to look for them, but so far we don't think that's necessary.
Insightful. I agree with you. Nevertheless, keep an eye out.
Of course. Always. 3 planets within the solar system can be reached. Their calculated vitality is at 22, 29, and 42%. As a comparison, this planet is at 94%. Their distances are 2 days, 2 days again, and 4 days respectively. The ship has enough power for 10 to 11 days, depending on whether there are any complications and how much energy it would take to navigate the planet. Pretty tight then.
I've seen worse.
True. Save the third planet's coordinates on the ship, and thanks for your efforts.
You seem pretty sure.
Yes, it's unpleasant, but...
I meant you seem happy.
What? No, I'm not happy with these circumstances at all. I mean, I enjoy and miss the thrill of a challenge. I have to admit, that sort of thing just gives me... life. Energy. But I would prefer if there was not so much at stake.
This is Space Carrier MS Kalankov. We have received your signal and are on course towards your position. Estimated arrival in 3 days. Please convey your landing coordinates.
Everything
Okay,
works out.
quiet please, everyone. Thanks. Okay, yesterday we received a reply from the Kalenko. They will reach us in 2 days. As it's a pretty big ship, they're going to have to land outside in a quite far away sector. We have set up an emergency shelter and we'll get everybody there.
What about those who are still out there?
They're 2 days overdue and aren't reacting to any radio signals. We don't know their exact location. We have no choice.
And that's enough for us to just abandon them?
Let me explain what we have planned. Then we can discuss everything. And considering the situation, I would be happy to vote on this. Okay? Good. So, our plan is to lock down the facility with the NOAA evacuation protocol. We can easily keep the doors to the lab and storage open by other means. Iron bars should do the trick. That way they will have access to tools and food. We will only take what we need for the evacuation. The Kalenko is equipped with long-range scanning technology and life support systems. Maybe we can convince the commander to wait a few days. Even if our missing crew members can't contact us, we will notice their re-entry into the atmosphere.
The commander is going to go nuts and do nothing when we tell him what's happened here. Tessa and Mark are dying out there. It's just like when Brown and Summers didn't show up again.
If it's as bad as you say and as bad as we all think, then we shouldn't be staying here, should we? They'd have done the same, however reluctantly, because it's our best chance at survival. In fact, those are our orders, but my offer still stands. We can hold a vote. Okay, shut down everything not necessary for survival.
Drilling halted, gates closed.
Are the rovers on their way?
Rover 1 is on its way southeast. Number 2 still has a technical problem.
How bad is it?
I don't have any idea. There's a mechanic working on it.
Good. Then go ahead and pack your things.
Understood.
Commander Carter, I hope this message reaches you in time. I've tried to reach you on every single channel. There's been no reply so far, but I'm trying one final time. We've started the evacuation protocol NOAA and almost completed it. A rescue ship is on its way and will pick us up. We have already set up a temporary shelter at the evacuation point. We haven't heard from any other ships. I can't say when we'll be able to send out a team to get you. I don't even know if the corporation will be willing to do that. They wanted to abandon this outpost anyway, as you know. The whole team and their families, they're all either already at the evacuation point or will be there soon. I'll join them in a moment. We've had problems with our vehicles, but we haven't had time to take care of them. I will be reluctantly using the last functioning rover to get to the evacuation point. One of the broken rovers remains in the hangar. I hope you and Mark can get it working again. I also hope you will get back in time and that I will see you again. The evacuation point sector in the database is 29-14-Z...
Joe. It wasn't planned for you to be able to speak, but why not?
That's her core. That means it can't be Mark. But then she was the danger we ran away from. So she was here then.
It looked like she was keeping the security officer from speaking.
Yes. However, she did that. She was a few meters away from him. But she didn't want me to find out this point's name. She said that it wasn't planned that he couldn't speak. What does this all mean? How long ago was this core?
79 days.
The sector began with 2914? That wasn't all. The evacuation point should be listed in the database and reachable by rover.
They won't be there anymore, Tessa.
I hope so.
You still want to go there?
It could take weeks to repair this console. Months until we establish contact with a ship. Setbacks, despair, boredom, solitude. And all the while we'll have a mysterious figure running around. Sooner or later I'll be sitting in that rover trying to figure out what I'm doing all this for and if my family managed to get away. To safety. I should have that certainty before I put everything I've got into repairing this thing.
That is illogical. The longer you survive, the higher the chance of getting that certainty is, and your chances of survival are highest here.
I know it's illogical, but I have to do it. I I have to follow my instincts.
You can manipulate your instincts. I know that from other interactions with humans. Just imagine hugging them tightly.
My thoughts are only showing me how they're sitting there, huddled up in fear in a makeshift shelter, waiting for salvation that never comes. Or never came. I have to get that thought out of my head. Only then can I concentrate on my own survival.
I do not have enough limbs to physically hinder you. According to the security officer, they made their way to an evacuation point which lies in a sector beginning with 29 to 14. The final 2 digits are missing. Without them, we are unable to locate the evacuation point with certainty.
I only know one part of the evacuation point's coordinates. I'm missing 2 more numbers, and it could be any of them.
We only know part of the sector name of the evacuation point, 29 to 14. But 2 digits are missing and probably only the security officer knows them. We only know part of the sector. We only know part of the.
I only know one part of...
Tessa, we're not going for a joyride. We want to find the evacuation point. Here we will not find out which of the points was their evacuation point. We only know part of the sector name of the evacuation point, 29 to 14. But 2 digits are missing and probably only the security officer knows them.
It won't open.
This hallway leads to the workers' quarters and the station's leader. Every door can only be opened with the corresponding person ID card. This is the commander's quarter.
The pipes are humming away peacefully. That's probably the sound of warm air passing through them.
This is the incinerator for garbage, flora, and anything else. It is the outpost's main power source. It activates the power circuit, which is supplemented by solar panels on the roof and maintains the energy supply at night or in bad weather. The efficient buffer tank still appears to be intact.
The garbage incinerator is on. There should be enough material for a few weeks. And then we'll have to look for more.
We can incinerate unnecessary or defective machinery and parts of the station. For instance, the communications console does not work.
You and your humor subroutines. Just a pile of junk. It's got power from the station, but just shows error messages when I start it. I only know the point's name, but I don't have the coordinates. I have to look for them on the control room's console. I only know one part of the evacuation point's coordinates. I'm missing 2 more numbers, and it could be any of them. Lots of nuts and... I only know one part of the evacuation point's coordinates. I'm missing 2 more numbers, and it could be any of them.
We only know part of the sector name of the evacuation point, 29 to 14, but 2 digits are missing and probably only the security officer knows them. We only know part of the sector name of the evacuation point, 29 to 14. But 2 digits are missing and probably only the security officer knows them. We only know part of the sector name of the evacuation point, 29. We only know part of the sector. We only know part of the sector name of the evacuation point, 29 to 40.
Lots of nuts and bolts. A DIY spray bottle. There are more fruits in here. Some of them aren't ripe yet.
As suspected, the system will provide you with enough sustenance.
All areas are open and the garbage incinerator is generating power. I shouldn't change anything around. This mixer might be useful. Let's see. Test tubes, pipettes, spoons. Everything a good chemistry set needs. I've put one of the acids here. Maybe I should take it with me again. Test tubes, everything except chemicals.
The outpost's main control room. The consoles on the left side are used for communication inside and outside of the station. Processes like drill depth, garbage incineration, and door locks are supervised on that platform over there. The devices on the right side are used to control air and water, and you can also access mission databases and authorizations. This whole room is connected to the incinerator's main energy supply.
A DIY. Two lashing straps that can carry 10 tons. Perfect for joining things together, or giving large unwieldy things a point of connection. This is where I wrote something on the wall in one of those holo records.
At best, you could remove the liquid with this, Tessa. But surely the purpose of it was more to be able to see the mark under the right conditions.
In it are a lot of light capsules for blacklight. But they're all different sizes. Even if I needed them, I'd have no idea what sockets they'd fit into. Another light capsule to compare might be helpful. There's a USB symbol on this. Core, can I use this to connect you to anything?
Is it a USB Type LX 4.2?
No. Type 2.0.
In that case, no.
I thought USB stood for Universal something something.
Yes, because you can use it in space.
The hook can hold these straps easily. I can lift or pull something heavy with this construction. It would help if I attached the straps to the object in question, though. A DI sulfuric acid. He stopped specifically to point at something.
It can only be the sign.
Level 02. Could these be the last numbers of the evacuation point?
This is very possible, but would also be a great coincidence.
29, 14, 02.
You should be able to find the mission point in the console on the right side in the control room.
That's the point the security officer was talking about. Let's have a look then. This is not the vehicle that is available to us. A fully functioning rover could manage this route, yes. I doubt the one in the hangar would manage it. I have to repair it and check the analysis program to find out more.
You could set a route, but as long as we don't know what sort of terrain the rover is capable of, that would be pointless.
So we have to repair it first and then analyze it. Okay, so we'll definitely need the rover. I guess we'll play mechanic after all. Thanks for not pointing out that Mark would come in handy right now.
Start analysis program. No battery fitted. Please insert compatible model. Axle mounting back right broken. Replacement needed. For better reachability, work safety and load relief for the axle. The vehicle must be stored in an elevated position.
We need 2 lifting points. Tessa, these straps are not long enough.
2 lashing straps that can carry 10 tons. Perfect for joining things together. I can't just lift the rover with a hook. There's no coupler or anywhere else to put it. The hook can hold these straps. It would help if I attached the straps to the object in question, though.
We need 2 lifting points. Tessa, these straps are not long enough.